when you've got a jumper, like like someone who's gonna, what do you do? What's the procedure like?
The first thing you ever do when you go to something which is going to be big, or you know it's going to be a big incident, is secure scene. Whatever you do, you always secure scene.
What does that mean though?
So you create a block between suspect or person likely to cause injury or harm and members of the public and anything that can hurt them. So just say, for instance, they're on Scavenger Bridge or M62 and they're going to jump. You've got to stop all traffic. Even though they're not going to jump, or they might never want to jump, you've got to stop all traffic. So you think about 3 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, you are causing a tailback now to Manchester and past Leeds towards Hull. And you've seen how much traffic's on the road. We need to get that traffic moving as quickly as possible. So once that's secure there, a bobby needs to go up and liaise with the person that's on the bridge, so to speak, and be able to get a rapport to be able to talk them down. If it gets to a certain point, when we've had it loads of times where they'll get to the other side of the barrier, and I don't know if you've ever been up places like Scavenger Bridge, it's very, very high. And I don't want to be up there regardless if I'm on the right side. It's that wind, it feels like the bridge is moving. It's like being at top of Empire State. It's horrible, let alone being on the other side of the barrier. And then when people have actually jumped. So you need to create a sterile area so then you can work comfortably and know no one else is going to get into the mix. If it were a knife man, you need to think about what's he doing, why has he got the knife, what's his aims and his intentions going to be. Is he just trying to hurt himself? Is it just a prop where he's not really going to want to hurt anybody else? Or is he hell-bent on stabbing and causing injury, which we've had loads. We've had blokes where they've just gone out and it were all over the news. He just stabbed a child, but he put his arm up and I think it went through the child's arm and then into his chest. And I think the child were only 8 or 9 at the time, but I think he'd already killed his mother and he was just on the rampage. If you'd have come across him, he'd have killed you. There were a bloke who killed someone with a shotgun and then he were on the rampage and basically, well, if I see a police officer, I'm going to shoot him. And you're thinking, you're looking for these people, and every time you turn a corner, you're thinking they're going to pop out at woodwork here. So you need to protect yourself and protect everybody else. One incident in Keighley when I was shooting a young lad called Paul, we saw a bloke walking up the road and he had a 12-inch or 10-inch carving knife, proper Michael Myers style butcher knife. And he says, look at lad with a knife there. So we just drove across and he literally just jumped towards the car bonnet and started stabbing window at the car. So that's what you need to, you don't know what his intention is, you need to make sure everything's safe. If you can't get a rapport with this person, then if this person is not, either due to mental illness, due to stress, due to bereavement, due to alcohol, drugs, this person is not making any sort of contact with you or not wanting to liaise with you, it's down to supervision then to call out the force negotiator. And they get deployed wherever they are. They might be in bed at the time, they might be on duty. They get deployed at the time and they've got to get there, build a rapport up and find out what this lad wants. And it can be like on TV, right, I want an helicopter and 3 tickets to Hawaii. Well, you're not going to get it. It's just, it don't work like that. This is not, you know what I mean, Die Hard. It's just not going to happen like that. But some people might just want to speak to the girlfriends. Some people might just want to speak to the wives. There is a light-hearted moment then when you realise they're not after the unknown or they're not after something that's not able to be provided. A man I think he just broke up with his wife and just wanted to chat to her and kids. And once he'd done that, he just came down. So everything that we ever go to, whether it be an RTC, anything like a jumper or a murder or something, the first thing is to secure the scene. So wherever you go, when police say to you, please move back, get back, they're not doing it because they've got a chip on the shoulder. They're not doing it because they want to be assholes. They're doing it because they want to preserve the scene. And if you're in the scene, you could have stood on the pack of cigarettes that's got the killer's fingerprint on, just say for instance, and you're stood on that. Now this killer's going to get off because you're stood on that and your DNA is already getting on that. So you've just jeopardised the whole case. So when they say get back as quick as you can, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it safe so we can look after all witnesses, all suspects, injured parties, and then do a proper investigation. We've launched a Patreon channel. If you want to help out, please see the link below. Thank you.